one count each, corresponding for each victim. Yes, over here.
Yeah, there's extensive criminal history in Orange County. And what are your thoughts on the fact that he was out?
Again, he's been charged as well, being out on bail for the 2022 domestic violence case that he had in Orange County. With respect to the details on how he's actually out on bail and ended up in Los Angeles, that evidence will actually be adduced at trial. And it's premature for me to comment on it right now. Yes.
You mentioned there was an agreement last night. Where you said the homeowner was targeting anyone in particular because he said the victim was just trying to I know it's a lot. Can you tell us anything about who the crowd?
That's an ongoing investigation. It'll also look at the incidents that preceded him driving the car. It'll then analyze and reconstruct the actual path that the car went through on that night. And that type of detailed analysis will be presented in a court of law. Correct. Yes. We are actually looking into the details of any prior convictions that Mr. Ramirez has suffered. We don't have all those details at present. That is also an ongoing investigation. When and if we determine that there are any strike offenses that he has committed in the past, they will be alleged in the current complaint or an amended complaint. Again, what the final recommendation will be, whether it's life or multiple lives, certainly depends on what the final charges that are before a judge that he is convicted of look like.
Captain Ben Fernandez, BenFernandes. I'm the commanding officer of LAPD Rampart Division. So we have released a photo in our social media and through the media for our outstanding shooting suspect. At this time, we haven't received many clues on him or his whereabouts, so we're asking the public's help for that because, as stated before, he shot someone and he could be very well entitled and could shoot someone again. So we're asking for the public's help to find him. All part of the investigation. The nightclub has been very cooperative in our investigation, no limits, and we're trying to determine if there's any nexus to him in that area, and that's all part of our investigation.
Do you feel like you've gotten all the surveillance video in the area that might help you track him down?
Yes.
There have been media accounts of it, but obviously that's not what we're relying on. The investigation's ongoing. They're going to interview all percipient witnesses, review all surveillance footage, and at that point we'll be in a better position to tell you how it unfolded.
Is there any available information on a toxicology report?
Hold on, I'll take a question over here and then over here.
Thank you, District Attorney Hoffman. Is there any available information on a toxicology report? Were there drugs or alcohol involved?
We don't have that information at present.
Just give an idea.
Again, what the evidence will eventually show as to his motivation to get behind the wheel of a car, drive it onto the sidewalk and plow through dozens of pedestrians, otherwise innocent pedestrians, that evidence will come out during the investigation and ultimately be presented to a court of law.
We have time for a couple more.
I'll keep going. This might be for the fire chief though, sorry to bore you, but we just get a better like chronology and narrative of the crashes. Where did the vehicle come to rest? How was it pulled out? Some building, those things. Can you kind of walk us through?
I am actually unaware of that.
Anybody know how the car came to this time?
Again, Captain Ben Fernandez, LAPD Rampart. So the suspect's vehicle came down the sidewalk in a southbound direction from Santa Monica Boulevard on the east side of Vermont. It was a small, compact Nissan sedan. At some point, the sedan struck some sort of carts that were on the sidewalk, most likely vending carts, which ultimately led up underneath the vehicle, and then the vehicle ultimately stopped at a light standard, meaning a light pole in the area, which ultimately saved lives.
And as far as people reporting, it's not going to be an issue. You get pulled out by some victims,
I would say everyone in the crowd was a victim, most likely, and that crowd turned on him and pulled him out.
is he being cooperative with our investigation?
He's being a cooperative in a sense, but that's all I can really say about that.
All right, folks, we have
One more question, because this relates to charges and the condition of the defendant and the lady wasn't said that touch screen alcohol. But if he was even drunk or impaired, drugs or something else, could that affect how the prosecution goes forward or how the charges might be enhanced or back? Because if he wasn't using drugs or alcohol, maybe he had passed out rather than conscious during the drug.
We don't know, and that's part of what we're looking to find out. That's again, having the incident through the evidence detailed moment by moment by moment, from the time he most likely entered that club to the time he got behind the wheel to the time he goes and commits these criminal acts. That is what is under intense investigation right now. When we have that information, we will be presenting it in a court of law. I don't know exactly the timing of it.
Okay, so we have representatives from LAPD, LA Fire, and the DA's office to give Spanish remarks, one-on-one. So any of that we can do. And also, they are all available for us.
And thank you very much.
All right, you're just listening in there to Nathan Hochman.